I'm sitting here and I'm watching like all of these fantastic creatives, and sometimes I'm like, what do I need to do to make better work? And it's funny because I look back on all of the work that I have done in the past, and I can see the growth. And so I know the answer is just keep making. But I also think that a lot of it is you need to work with people that are also super talented in other parts of the industry that you don't currently use. And to be specific, I'm like, I need to work with a super great color designer and a sound designer, like somebody who does finishing. Because I have some work that I'm like super stoked on and it's beautiful, but the finishing isn't there. So then it doesn't look super high end. And so I'm like, maybe it does make more sense to hire somebody for finishing that can just take what I have and make it that much more better. And I think about that and I don't know if that was a super great sentence or whatever, but it doesn't matter. But I think about it from this perspective of like when I wanted to start becoming a better DP, I started hiring great gaffers and grips. And so like I worked with the Deontay. It was like the first opportunity I had, and it wasn't an opportunity that necessarily made sense, but then it allowed for me to build a relationship with him, which then turned into a friendship, and then made it easier for me to be able to ask him questions, figure out things, and grow. And then he introduced me to more people in the industry, and so then I've gotten to work with more and more people, and so my work has only gotten more and more elevated. And so it's like the more that I work around really talented people, the more I pick up. So I recognize that is probably one of the most beneficial things that I could possibly do is bring work to people. And I think there's a person that I don't necessarily agree with their work, their style of getting things done, but is doing the right thing inside of creating spec work they're creating spec work and bringing a lot of people on. So then their work looks super elevated, but I don't think they're necessarily ready for that. And so I think, I don't know. These are just my rambling thoughts. And I definitely have this struggle of I want to be where I see a lot of other people and I feel like I'm capable. I feel like when I look at my work, it's there. But the thing that is missing is those finishing touches, those things that really push it over. And I have a project right now that I think is beautifully shot. I love it. My editor, Evan, is fucking phenomenal. He turned a lot of content into something beautiful in this teaser. And it was like a little bit of back and forth and we got there. But now I'm like, the thing that I think would make this piece that much better is to bring on a finisher. And so I know for a fact on this next, when we go to post, we're going to get it done, but I'm also going to hire someone to finish it. And I think that's a big part of the process. And like for people that are early stages in this, I think it's better to find other people to work with and build something with so that you can create something bigger than yourself. But you got to find people you can do it with. And that's like a whole nother conversation for sure. Because I think a quote I live by right now is you can't hunt with everybody. You can't go grab drinks with everybody. You can only be around some people. It's not everybody. And so I think that's a really important thing to remember. But I think if you're brand new into this industry, it would be wise of you to find other people to collaborate with and build something together as a team, and then seek therapy because I feel like oftentimes people fail when they try to do that. But if you can figure out a way to continue to communicate, lay your egos aside, I think that you can build something special. Whereas like right now I'm kind of building from scratch and then hiring friends and trying to make it work. And we're getting there. Like I'm starting to feel really proud of the stuff that I've put out, and I can look back and see, oh, dang, I wish I would have done that, or dang, I wish I would have done that. And I haven't made the perfect piece of work yet, and I don't think that I ever will. But there's definitely perfect moments, and that's the thing that I also am trying to celebrate and be excited about. And so if you're a creative and you're looking to grow, I think that like putting yourself around other people, giving yourself an opportunity to see other people work is major inside of that. So that's my little hot take. This is my moment for being a capable man. The thoughts, the curiosities, all the things, and this is just kind of what I'm sitting on in this moment. So it's easy to scroll on Instagram and compare yourself and feel like shit, but also I think that it gives you an opportunity to look at what other people are doing and aspire to be like them, and then go home and take action, which is the most important part. And I feel like I've just kind of followed that, and it's turned into better and better things for me. And so these are my thoughts. These are my thoughts. These are my thoughts. Peace.